I remember the first gunshot that day. It cracked through the radio, sharp, surgical, final. For a second, nobody moved. Then the commander barked into comms, panic edging his voice. Who fired? No one answered. The kill zone had closed around us. Every channel was dead except one. And that bullet, it came from the direction of the storage trench, the one spot where no operator was stationed. Just a dismissed logistics girl, the one we told to guard ammo and stay out of the way. Her name was Eda Cade. We'd spent weeks mocking her. But that day, she saved the entire SEAL unit. I'd seen her earlier that morning, quiet, steady, barely talking. Cargo pants dusty, hair tied back, no makeup, no attitude. She didn't look like one of us. Didn't act like one of us. And honestly, we didn't treat her like one of us. Commander Gideon pointed to the sidelines. Cade, you're on support, stay out of the way. Those words hit harder than a rifle butt. We laughed, she didn't. Just nodded, lips tight, and went back to stacking ammo crates. I didn't notice her hands shaking, or the way her jaw clenched when she turned away. But I should have. Torrin Pike, our exec officer, all rank and ego, leaned in to Beck, the team sergeant. Let her guard the ammo, he said, grinning. She'll just screw up if she touches a rifle. We all chuckled, even me. Back then, it felt harmless. Looking back, it was shameful. Eda kept working. Slow, precise, like every crate was keeping her sane. She didn't look up once. Later, Beck set up a moving target, hardest angle on the range. He called out, "Hey Cade, wanna give it a shot?" We all turned, waiting to see her fumble. She raised her hand, calm but pink in the face. Before she could step forward, Gideon shut it down. Focus, Ansley, we're not here for games. We laughed again. She dropped her hand, said nothing. That afternoon, things got worse. We botched a live fire comms test, missed 2 drones by wide margins. Torrin blamed Beck, Beck blamed the optics. No one saw the tiny chalk mark Eda had drawn on a scope case, an arrow pointing to a loose turret screw. She knew what was wrong. Didn't say a word. Just logged the data into her encrypted drive while we argued like fools. That night I caught her on the range, alone. Cal, our intel guy, needed someone to hold a target for a new night vision test. No one volunteered. Eda stepped up. When Cal turned his back, she picked up a rifle. One shot, 800 meters out. Dead center, moving target in the dark. Cal froze. Who fired that? No answer. By the time we realized, she was already walking away, rifle slung, steps silent. Gideon saw the footage later. Didn't tell anyone. Didn't admit that the logistics girl had outshot his best operators. He just closed the laptop and let the moment die. But we were heading for war, and that moment was the warning we ignored. Next mission, a recon sweep in a forested ridge. Routine, they said. Gideon split the team, Eda on rear support. Torrin smirked, "Stay back, Cade, don't trip over your own feet." We laughed again. She didn't. The ambush hit fast. Hidden gunfire, smoke, chaos. Beck cracked a joke over comms, then a bullet snapped past his head, cutting his mic. We scrambled for cover. Gideon's voice was ice, we need discipline. His eyes found Eda like she was the weak link. But she was. She handed out fresh mags, calm and steady, dragging a wounded man to safety. Didn't flinch once. Back at base, she stayed late, reviewing recon data alone. While we were at Chow, she caught a flaw in the terrain route. Something we'd missed. She redrew the map, slid it quietly to Gideon. Didn't say a word. He asked, "What's this?" She just nodded and walked away. The next mission used her route. We didn't know it saved our lives. Torrin didn't like it. He sabotaged her gear, twisted a battery wire before deployment. Thought he could teach her a lesson. But Eda caught it, replaced it with a backup she'd built herself. She didn't call him out, just logged it like she logged everything. When the big op hit the canyon strike, everything went to hell. The militia had set a perfect trap. Kill zone. Vehicles hit. Beck shot in the leg. Comms jammed. Torrin shouting nonsense. And then Gideon's voice cracked through static, just once. Cade, tell me what I'm missing. It wasn't a command. It was a plea. But she couldn't answer. Signal dead. Eda climbed the ridge anyway, alone. Set up behind a cluster of rocks. And started firing. 1 shot, 2, 3. Each one surgical. Each one decisive. Machine gun nest gone. Radio operator dropped. Sniper silenced. We didn't see her. Didn't know who was saving us. But we felt it. The pressure lifted, the enemy broke. Later, whispers spread through base. Someone called her a traitor. Footage was altered. Rumors posted online. Her name dragged through the mud. They locked her in a holding room. Gear confiscated. Silence. I saw her through the window, sitting there calm, staring at the wall. When a photo slipped out of her bag, her and her mom, both smiling, she just tucked it back and waited. Then a video appeared. Unmarked, untraceable. It showed the canyon from a new angle. A pair of hands, steady, scarred. A handmade bag at her side. Eda's bag. Gideon called off her suspension. Said Cade's cleared. The room went quiet. No applause, just guilt. After the meeting, Gideon cornered her in the hallway. I owe you, he said quietly. You saved us, I can get you promoted. Recon slot, your pick. She just looked at him. Didn't smile, didn't speak. Stepped aside, made him move to let her pass. That silence hit harder than any bullet. Weeks later, we were deployed again. Another ambush, another trap. But this time, Eda was ready. She rigged a fake intel feed, sent the enemy chasing ghosts. Bought us seconds. Enough for her to climb another ridge, her modified sniper rifle in hand. Wind howling, dust ripping through the canyon. She adjusted for every variable in her head, no computer, no chart. And fired. First shot hit dirt 6 inches in front of the enemy commander. Dust blinded him. Second shot destroyed his radio. Third shot took out his anti-vehicle optics. 3 bullets, 0 misses. Not to kill, to control the chaos. To save lives. When it was over, Gideon walked up to her. Said quietly, Cade, you saved us. We clapped, slow, heavy. No jokes, no smirks, just respect. Torrin got reassigned. Beck ended up on desk duty. Cal got promoted and finally shut his mouth. And Eda. She just kept working. Bag over her shoulder, eyes forward, quiet as always. She didn't need recognition. Didn't want medals. She'd already proven who she was. The one we laughed at. Was the one who saved us all. You ever been underestimated? Told you don't belong? That you're not enough? Remember Eda Cade. She didn't fight for praise. She fought for purpose. And sometimes, the quietest one in the room is the deadliest force on the field. If you felt that, hit follow. There's more stories like hers waiting to be told.